The Cronkite moment in the Vietnam War was that Walter Cronkite, who was the top newscaster, America's most trusted man in the 1960s, he went on a fact-finding mission for himself to Vietnam, and he came back and he said the war is basically unwinnable. And that's when the public sentiment really turned against the Vietnam War. It still took us 5 years to get out of it. But what Cronkite said is increasingly clear to this reporter that the only rational way out will be to negotiate, not as victors, but as honorable people who lived up to their pledge to defend democracy and did the best they could. So that's basically what happened in 1968. What happened this week is that Time magazine wrote a cover story on Zelensky, where the main sources for the story were all of Zelensky's aides and advisors. And what they told the Time reporter was that effectively this war is unwinnable. And moreover, Zelensky is delusional. That was a word they used. Delusional in not confronting the battlefield realities that the Ukrainian army had been decimated, and delusional in the sense that he refuses to engage in peace negotiations with the Russians. He's utterly unmovable on this idea that Ukraine's going to somehow prevail. And the troops in the field are basically saying that they cannot follow the orders they're being given. They can't advance. They're being ordered to advance. And the officers in the field, the frontline commanders, are rejecting the orders because they've been decimated so badly and they consider the orders to be impossible. So I consider this to be the Cronkite moment of the war, when Zelensky's own inner circle is saying that the war is lost. And the only question is, when are we going to realize that and start negotiating? Are we going to continue until the very end here with Zelensky in this psychological bunker that he's created? Or are we going to recognize reality the way that Cronkite urged the nation to in 1968?